What's up? It's Marvin the Miles Ahead podcast. And for today, I'm going to be giving short takes. It's going to be about 5 to 10 minutes long, depending on the subject. So let's get into it. But first, I want to tell you guys to hit the like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the channel, show your support. I have about 60 plus episodes on Anchor, Spotify, and Apple, and about 20 plus episodes on YouTube. So let's get into it. So Ime Udoka, he was able to get another head coaching job. I think that this is great for him. Hopefully, he will be able to build on the talent that he already does have in the Rockets, and hopefully, they could be a better run team than they were with the years with Steven Silas, who actually had this team as one of the worst teams in the NBA for the past few years. And I understand that he ended up getting a head coaching job because of nepotism, but I just think that, he just wasn't really that good of a coach to begin with. Okay. I understand that he had assistant coaching jobs and stuff like that, but it's pretty obvious why he did not end up becoming the coach that he wanted to be because he wasn't a good coach. Now, as far as Ime Udoka, we saw what he was able to do with the Celtics. Now with Ime Udoka, on the other hand, we saw what he was able to do with the Celtics. He was able to do something that Brad Stevens wasn't able to do, and potentially what Joe Mazzulla may not be able to do. And he was able to do that in his rookie season as a coach. So to me, I feel like he's definitely going to elevate the Rockets, especially defensively. And they have some young talent on there, like Kenyon Martin Jr. They also got Jalen Green, who's a nice scorer. They got Sengun, who is basically plays like a smaller version of Jokic, and it's somebody who is in better condition than Jokic is. And they also have Kevin Porter Jr., who's a good player, and they got Jabari Smith as well. So I feel like if Ime Udoka could just build this team up mentally and help them want to play defense and stuff like that, I feel like he could end up getting this team to either play in contention or playoff contention. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he will not get fired after his first 2 or 3 years, and he could just continue to build this team to be exactly where they need to be because this team is not mature enough or experienced enough as of yet, but he could turn them into something. All right. And the thing that I don't really like about Ime Udoka getting this job is he didn't get a job that already does have a certain level of talent. Like I would like to see that happen and see where he would go from there. Just like he was able to build up the Celtics to heights that they have not been in years. Maybe he could have did the same with a better, more experienced squad. But I understand why he didn't get the job. It's because of the controversy. But at the same time, I just feel like it definitely would have been nice, because in comparison to somebody of Terry Stotts, on the other hand, who was continuously being hired for a very long time, and we saw that he was not a good coach in terms of his schemes and him getting Dame to play defensively well, and also trying to get CJ McCollum to play good defensively. We saw what happened with him. He would be a first round exit practically every time until 2019. Now, he ended up still getting his head coaching position for quite a few years. But when it comes to Ime Udoka, he ended up getting players that were inexperienced as far as their development and also as far as where they are with their mental state as players because they're all 23 and younger as far as the core talent there. I mean, look at Rick Carlisle. I mean, he was able to stay a head coach of the Mavs for quite a few years. And it's not like he was able to build the Mavs up continuously and help them to get to multiple conference finals appearances, especially after the 2011 win where they won the championship. So to me, I just don't think that that's right. Okay. I mean, Rick Carlisle, I mean, he had this team out of the playoffs and he ended up having the Mavs not competing for championships. They were also out in the first round a few times, but at the same time, he continues to coach in the league. Now, do I necessarily think that he's a bad coach? No, not necessarily, but he still gets the opportunity to still coach. I mean, just look at where he's at right now. He's coaching for the Indiana Pacers, and they have a nice squad on them. The only thing is that they just don't have any defense. But whose fault is that? Is that really the players' fault, or is that Rick Carlisle's coaching ability? So to me, I just feel like those types of coaches, they get way too many chances. As far as Ime Udoka, hopefully he can do the same with the Rockets as he was doing with the Celtics. Now we all know it's not going to be right away, but hopefully he could develop them and have the chance to build them into a contender. And we'll see what happens with this draft. This team and the Rockets could get Victor Wembanyama, which everybody has been raving about with his talent. If they could get him, I could see them getting to the playoffs very soon. And that's my perspective on Ime Udoka and his new head coaching position. Hopefully, he could build this team up to a great level of success, to practically the same success that he did in Boston, if not better. And as far as the Boston Celtics, on the other hand, they may regret giving up on Ime Udoka and deciding to fire him and letting him go, even though the controversy was huge. Maybe the best thing may have been for them was to keep him, because we don't know what's going to happen with Joe Mazzulla. We don't know if he's going to have the same level of success, if not better than Ime Udoka. We don't know. But like I said, I think that this is going to be big for the Rockets, and we're going to see what happens with their future. So that's my perspective on Ime Udoka and this head coaching position.